Today I'm officially going to retire the gold farm. This gold farm has been the primary source of XP for my base from the time I built it up until, well, right now. Today I'm gonna build an insanely fast Infestation XP farm that I think you're gonna wanna build too. Let's get started. Okay. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The hard way is to dive straight into an ocean and start looking around for drowned. If you have 45 hours to spare and you don't really care about time and you just want to burn it all away, this is the great way to do it. Do you have a trident? No, you don't. See ya. Do you have a trident? Nope. See ya. Do you have a trident? Nope. See ya. Oh, hey, you do. And I don't. And sometimes you want to do things the easy way, and the answer is, it's quite literally staring you right in the face. And the answer is to use somebody else's hard work for your gain. Thank you so much, Prowl, for building this super simple trident farm. 45 tridents coming right up because, well, that's what this farm requires. And you know, the super easy way is actually to just do all of this on a live stream with some of your closest friends, you guys. I didn't even need to come over here for the video, except for to tell you, get 45 tridents. You need them. I think Prowl has a tutorial out for that now. I'll link it in the description for you. Again, it's super easy to build, and it's gonna make the hardest part of this farm so much easier. The next most important thing to the tridents is the infestation potions, and they're very easy to get. Grab a potion brewing stand, toss in 3 water bottles, and then remind yourself that you can't put this on top of a hopper that's unlocked. Man, it's been a while since I've done an automatic potion brewing station. I'm gonna have to do one of those soon. Then grab 1 nether wart and toss it in there and let that brew into an awkward potion. And while that's brewing, go grab the most difficult resource in the world to get. You know, I'm just not sure that I have enough. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to build this farm with this little bit of stone. And by the time you get back, you should have 3 awkward potions. Toss 1 stone in there, and that will give you 3 infestation potions. 3 minutes is the max. You cannot modify these with redstone, but I am gonna modify this with gunpowder to make it into a splash potion. And that's what's gonna drive this farm. Okay, I can trust you guys, right? Because I need you to be honest with me. Did I overdo it? Because I think I've overdone it. I have 10 double chests of infestation splash potions, and I did some calculations. If I use this thing twice a week, I have enough splash potions to use this thing for 5 years straight without ever having to refill. I think I've overdone it. I have problems. And that's not the only problem. My next problem is I don't have a creaking. And I need a creaking heart in order to get a creaking, and I don't know where I've put mine. I looked all over my storage system. I looked in several different shulker boxes, and I think it'd be quicker just to go to a pale oak forest and look for a brand new one. So, let's go. Here's my next dilemma. It's storming, and it's dark right now, and the closest pale garden that I know of personally is over past my starter base. I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time before the sun comes up. I sure hope I do, because I'm gonna have to sit around waiting for 10-15 minutes for the moon to come back around. Let's just hope I get there quick enough. I think I'm actually lost though. Nope, there's my starter base, and I believe it's like diagonally this direction. This is so much harder to navigate in the dark with a thunderstorm. I can't see anything. Oh, I almost just got struck by lightning. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, none of this looks familiar at all. This is not a pale garden. It's very pale, but not a pale garden. Yeah, BluJay's lost. Excuse me. Do you know where the pale garden is? Hello? Hey, what about you? You know? They don't know. Oh, I see it. I see it. I definitely way overshot that. I don't know how that happened. I have a perfect sense of direction. Okay, now, here's what I'm gonna do. It's not dark, and I'm not gonna just sit around and wait. I'm gonna chop down some trees, and hopefully I will come across a creaking heart while I'm resource gathering. If not, I guess we gotta face the creaking face to face in the dark. Oh, it's already halfway through the day. Look at that. Ow! Stop it! I'm not here for you. Oh, this is a chonky tree. Surely there's a creaking heart in here. No? Really? Oh, this guy again. No creaking heart in the big chonky tree. Still not dark yet. Ow! Now he's got armor. Don't come back. Oh, looky, looky, looky. The sun is going down, and the creaking should be coming out here soon. Oh, just look at that view. It's so beautiful. Oh, hi there. Hopefully there's not more than one. Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. You just stay put. Right there. Where's your heart? Oh, and that tree? See, that was the one I was gonna go for next. 100%. This was the tree I was gonna chop down next. Oh, look, there it is. Good night. Thanks for your contribution. I've got a lovely home for you. 5 years worth of potions to drink. You're gonna love it. That was easier than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, there he is. There's another one. Hello. Maybe you'd like to come live in my farm. Where's your heart? Oh, that tree? See, that was the next tree I was gonna go for after that other one. Oh, no, 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 no. Your friend came nice and quiet. You should do the same. Oh, there it is. Good night. As long as I have 1 or 2, I can always make more. Oh boy. Hello? Hi. Oh gosh. Oh no! Oh, go! Creeper holes everywhere. Oh, I got him. I got him through the bushes. Perfect aim. Every time. Every time. Where are you living? No! Where do you live? Over there? Oh my goodness. That was the tree I was gonna go for. Oh, nope. You know what? Not worth it. You can stay. Goodbye. I think 2 is a great number. I should have most everything that I need. I may run out of quartz, but I've got a good farm for that. This is the outline of the building where the farm is going to live. Ignore this and this for now. Those are subject to change, but this white square is going to be the boundary of where the entire farm will fit. And I'm gonna start out right here in this corner, and I'm gonna dig out 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks by 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and just give myself a nice square. Now, I could have left all of that there, but I gotta make it look nice. It's gotta look beautiful. So I'm gonna put all of this down, just so that I can put some redstone on top of it. And the primary redstone things that you need are observers and rails. I'm going to start by placing a rail right here with an observer facing directly into it with a block right there, and then another rail, another observer, another block, and continue this pattern all the way around. If you don't know what we're building, this is a standard trident killer. Very, very, very common thing for farms nowadays in Bedrock Edition. And basically how this is going to work is whenever this observer detects a change, it's going to send a signal around by pulsing power to this block, powering this rail, detecting the change, powering the block, powering the rail, detecting the change, and so on and so forth. Now, this is just a fancy little light show right now, and it does nothing without some pistons placed directly on top of the blocks that are being powered. So now we got some piston action. It's very loud. I've got a fix for that as well. I'm going to take my bow, because I put my shovel away, and dig out a hole right here to place another block. And then I'm going to put one more powered rail right here with a block hovering over the top of it. And then I'm going to grab a lever, and then I'm going to take that lever and place it on top of that block and shut this thing down by hard powering these rails. This is going to be the front of the build, and we're going to be standing right next to this lever in the final design. The entrance to the building is going to connect up to this road right here. So what I want to do is place some glass right here and give myself a window, because you definitely don't want to miss the fun that's going on inside of this trident killer. Oh, it's super cool to watch. But I'm going to take the rest of this and cover it completely, not missing any corners. I do not want anything to escape. And speaking of things escaping, there's a problem with Bedrock Edition. I don't know if this happens in Java or not, but when a piston extends and retracts like that, it has a possibility of pulling entities through it and popping them out the back. And I definitely don't want silverfish jumping all over the place, especially with me standing right next to it. So the fix for that, just place a block behind the pistons and you shouldn't have that problem. I'm also going to place a block right here next to that rail, and this is where I'm going to end up standing to collect all of my precious experience points. And then I'm going to build this up one more layer so that there are 2 glass blocks above this block right here. And that's pretty much it for the first part of this build. This is the trident killer where all of the silverfish are going to land. Now I need to go ahead and put together the trident killer where the creaking is going to stand and deliver all of the silverfish via infestation potion. It is very important that you start this next phase of building with solid blocks. No more glass beyond this point, because I have tested this out many, many times, and there is a potential for the creaking to glitch through if this is not solid. So make sure that you have solid blocks beyond these two glass pieces right here. And once you get this layer right here, go ahead and take it out one more so that you've got a little bit of an overhang. And then on this layer, we're going to do something very, very similar. I'm going to start with one rail right here, one rail right here, an observer facing into that rail, one redstone dust right here, followed by a solid block, followed by two more rails, and then repeat this pattern all the way around. And when you're done, you should have something that looks a little bit like that. And not just a little bit like that, it should look exactly like that. If it's not exactly like that, it's not going to work. I have a very specific reason as to why I'm building the trident killer on the second layer this way, and the very specific reason has to do with what's going to go in this opening right here, and that is going to be trap doors. They have to go in a very specific way, or the creaking will fall through, or the silverfish will get trapped, which I don't want either of those to happen. So I'm going to start by placing a block right here, and then putting a trapdoor down right there and flipping it open. Then I'm going to put a block right here, trapdoor down, flip it open, block right here, trapdoor down, flip it open, and you guessed it, no block right here, because we can't. We just put a trapdoor down there and flip it open, and we should have a small fan looking thing right here. I know it's not fancy like Mumbo Jumbo's. Mine's not automated. It doesn't rotate. It just stays there. And that's by design. None of this redstone is going to touch these trapdoors because I don't want them to flip open. This is designed in such a way that the creaking will never fall through, but all of the silverfish will fall through and never get stuck. I've tested this thing pretty extensively, and I've never had it fail. Oh, and the other thing too, pistons right here, 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 and here, they're on the same level as the observers on this trident killer, as opposed to the ones down below. The pistons were one block higher. The other thing that happens with this as well, tridents. The tridents that we are going to throw in here will never fall through these trapdoors into the trident killer below either. I have tested multiple designs with different trapdoor orientations facing different directions, having some of them closed, having some of them opened, having them flip open and closed, and this is the only one that I have found that will always allow the silverfish to fall through and never have the tridents fall through. It's never failed. It's absolutely perfect. Again, flawless design from the mind of BluJay. I gotta brag on myself a little bit because usually I'm a bird brain, but I'm pretty proud of this farm. Wait till you see it in action. It's so cool. So the rest of this is actually pretty easy. From here, I'm just going to build up 3 blocks, all of them solid, no windows this time, and it has to be 3 blocks tall because a creaking needs 3 blocks of headroom before you put the trapdoors on top to lock them in. And then I'm gonna do the same thing above all of the rest of this redstone. Again, this is just insurance to make sure that that creaking never finds its way out of this chamber. It's getting dark. This is perfect timing, actually. I'm gonna go in here and grab 1 creaking heart and 2 pale oak logs, and I'm gonna be very careful, and I'm gonna cross my fingers, and I'm going to cross my eyes, and I'm gonna cross everything that I can cross and hope that he spawns up here and not down there. Because if he spawns down there, this is going to be a big pain. So I'm going to dig this right here, 3 blocks down, 1 pale oak log, 1 creaking heart, and 1 pale oak log. And we should have a creaking somewhere. I heard it. Not at all where I wanted you to go, bud. Not cool. You know what? Let's cross my fingers a little bit harder this time. I'm going to break it. And we're going to try again. Nope. Okay. Can I get this done before the sun comes up? Okay, creaking heart, pale oak log. Can I make him come up here? Does he see me? I'm not looking at you, buddy. Perfect aim. Every time. Hello? Oh, he's following me now. Okay. Oh, no. Hi. Thank you. Now, go. Boop. And 3, 2, 1. No, go in there. Go in there. Go in there. Oh, why don't you want to go? It's such a nice home. 5-year supply of your favorite potion. The hitbox is not working. Oh, there he is. Okay, we made it. First try. And you, my friend, I've got a special name for you. You're going to be called Bob. That stands for BluJay's overpowered buddy. And now, this is guaranteed to work during the day. As soon as that sun comes up over there, he's not going to disappear. He's just going to stay here and provide me a lifetime supply of XP. No. Bad creeper. Perfect aim. Again. Still perfect. Time to sleep. Okay, let's double check just to make sure. Hi, Bob. You just hang out right there. And you know what? I actually forgot the most important part of this design. We're not done. There's more to build. Directly above that observer right there, now that we've got Bob hanging out in the chamber, I'm going to break this block right here and this block right here. And then I'm going to break a couple of blocks right here. I'm going to go to my redstone box and grab one dispenser. And then I'm going to break this block right here and very carefully place a dispenser right there so that it is facing inward toward Bob. Then out of the side of this dispenser, I'm going to put one hopper and two hoppers. And then on top of that hopper right there, I'm going to put a chest. And then I'll just fill these two back in. And inside of this chest is going to be where I put all of my infestation potions. Easy access for refilling when this thing runs out in a year and a half on the first batch. And right here where these yellow spots are, this is where I'm going to put some double chests. And now that I look at this, I've got plenty of space. Plenty of space over here. This is double chests for extra potions. Over here, I'm going to put some soul sand and some nether wart. Maybe a brewing stand somewhere around here so I can brew some more 6 years from now when I need more potions. None of this is going to be necessary, but I want it there just in case. If I flip this lever right here, bottom trident killer turns on, but nothing happens with top trident killer, and I need that to change. I also need this lever to control when a potion is dispensed, and both of those things will happen with a very, very simple circuit. And once again, I'm almost out of quartz. I only have 4 pieces left, so you know what? I'm just going to use pale oak. I think it'll be fun to mix it up. Maybe I'll mix it up even more here a little later. I'm going to start by placing a block right next to this lever right here, and then out of the side of this quartz block, I'm going to put a redstone torch under this block, and then a redstone torch right here. And you heard everything rotate. That actually turned the trident killer on temporarily. And then because this block is permanently powering this rail, it's in a locked state, just like this is. So now, if I flip this lever, it's not only going to turn on the bottom trident killer, but it's going to turn on the top one as well. Look at him. He's having so much fun in there. He's jumping for joy. That takes care of powering the trident killers. Now I need to power the dispenser to throw some splash potions his way. I'm going to accomplish that by placing a block right here with a redstone torch out of the side of this block, then a redstone torch right here, a block right here, another redstone torch, and then one block right on top of this redstone torch right there, and then a redstone torch out of the side of this block, followed by a block right here, and then a block right here. And if I have done this correctly, we should be perfectly in alignment with the dispenser right there. So I can place a repeater right there, which is going to power that block when the lever is flipped, and power the dispenser to toss a potion at our dear friend Bob. No, do not go in there. Not for birds. So let me grab a few potions, and I'm going to preload this chest right here. Uh-oh. Well, you know what? I just gave myself the infestation effect. I hope I don't get hit by anything. Are there any skeletons around? Whoopsie. I suppose I need to stand right here. Yeah, now I can reach it. Perfect. BluJay's just not tall enough. And everything is pretty much taken care of, except for the 45 tridents. That is 30 tridents for Bob, and I do want to make a quick disclaimer. You don't actually have to have 30 tridents in here for this thing to work. All you need is one, but the more tridents you have, the faster it's gonna go. So, 45 tridents, 30 up top, 15 down below is the recommended number. Okay, everything should be set. The tridents are in place. The creaking is hanging out up there, and I have a potion. The absolutely perfect, insanely fast infestation farm is ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh no. This is not good. Tridents fell through. Why did tridents fall through? This isn't supposed to happen this way. Let me go back and check my notes. Hold on. BluJay, you're embarrassing yourself. You said this was perfect in front of everyone. What are you doing? It's as I said before, absolutely perfect design. Totally user error. Everything's working fine now. Here's what I fixed. Normally when I go to load a trident killer, I just toss the tridents up against, oh no, oh Bob, where did you go? Okay, I'll figure that out here shortly. Tridents. Normally, I try to toss them on the side of the piston. Nope. Throw them directly onto the trap door, and they should align perfectly and never fall down. Now, where did Bob go? Oh, no. Is this a bug? I logged out of the world. He's name tagged. There's no reason that Bob should have despawned. There's nowhere for him to go underground. Minecraft, why? Why must you do stuff like this to me? All the time. Every single time. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. It's as I said, perfect design. Flawless. I blamed Minecraft way too soon. I'm sorry, Minecraft. You did nothing. Well, technically you did, because this shouldn't happen. Hello. You're looking a little stumpy there, Bob. Please go. Oh, thank you. Now, this is kind of a quirk of these types of farms. 9 times out of 10, we're not going to have that problem. Look, I'm going to turn it on, and Bob is bouncing around happily inside the chamber. I'm going to turn it off, and Bob just hangs out. You're seeing all the glitches and things that could potentially happen. And honestly, with trident killers like this, unfortunately, with an unkillable mob, things like this are bound to happen. It's just the nature of the beast. So hopefully, that'll only be a 1 in 1,000 chance. Because look, there he is. He's bouncing around still happily. Hello. Enjoy. Let's give Bob some potions. Now, let's check out the full strength of this infestation farm. Quick test. Again, here you go. Ooh, yeah, that's more like it. That's what I saw in my testing world. And it's beautiful. It's raining silverfish from the sky. 3 minutes of that is going to give us boatloads of experience points. So, as I said, just a taste test. I want to show you the full test here in a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to make you sit here and hang out with me a little bit longer in the video. I'm going to put a building around this thing. Unlike the gold farm, I still haven't finished the gold farm building. That's got to happen soon. Anyway, while I'm building this, possibly on a live stream, I'm going to go over here and we're going to pick out a side quest for today. And let's see what we get in 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, this one seems fun. Have you got a sweet tooth? I do. Go scrounge up some ingredients to bake a dozen cookies, but hurry. You only have 5 minutes to bake them. I'm hungry. If successful, you earn a dozen cookies to enjoy. If unsuccessful, burn it all. You don't deserve cookies. Eat a dozen raw potatoes instead. Seems pretty fun. Let's get a 5-minute timer put up onto the screen and see if I can get this done. All right, timer's rolling, and I believe this is the first ingredient. I actually don't even know what all I need to make cookies, but ignore the levels on my hotbar and ignore the building over there. You're not supposed to see that yet. I'm gonna show you here in a minute, but I need a crafting table. Oh my goodness, we're a minute into this already and I only have 1 ingredient. Oh, what do I need? Crafting table. Oh, wheat. This is gonna be so easy. I can just stroll. 5 minutes, I made this challenge way too easy. Either it's very simple, or BluJay is just a pro. Don't look at that. Don't look at the building. And you know what? I've got 3 minutes. I'm not even gonna use this wheat. I'm going to steal some from Prowl. That's how confident I am we're gonna get this done. Look at all this. He's never gonna use it all. It's totally fine. Mine. Ooh, let's do some math, shall we? I need a dozen cookies. It takes 2 per cookie. So I'm gonna need 24. Oh, and before I get too confident, I only have 3 cocoa beans. I need 8 more. No, 9 more. I just wasted so much time being overconfident. I better not fail this challenge just because I was being weird. 9 more. I do believe there were plenty over here. Here's some right here. Easy. BluJay, you got this. Don't panic. Don't panic. You do have this, right, BluJay? Okay, there's 2 more. Is that gonna give me everything I need? I need 1 more to make a dozen cookies. I've got 1 minute. We're good. If I can find another jungle tree that has cocoa beans. Now I'm panicking just a little bit. Oh, I don't want to eat a dozen raw potatoes. No! Even more than that, I'm gonna take a big blow to my pride here if I fail this challenge. Oh. Okay, there it is. That's enough. And off we fly back to the storage room, to the crafting table. Here we go. Uh-oh. No, get away. 28 seconds. Just in time. Oh. I think we've got more than a dozen cookies. And you know what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna enjoy these for the last 5 seconds. This is my victory right here. Congratulations, BluJay. You're the best at Minecraft. Man, cookies do not last very long. I don't know for sure, but I bet they probably have the worst saturation in the game. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm hungry already. Why would anyone ever eat these? They're so bad for you. Look how beautiful this building is. Thank you so much to everybody who hung out with me on the live stream the other day. I got so many ideas from you guys, and y'all pushed me to go a little farther with my building technique than I've ever gone before. Just look at these gradients. Aren't they beautiful? Whoever would have thought using this kind of terracotta, this blue glazed terracotta, would aid in giving us a smooth transition between some black stone and some blue wool. I would never have used this like this before. And I gotta say, we took some inspiration from another YouTuber called Grayson, who builds some absolutely incredible stuff, especially with colored gradients like this. I think I'm gonna be doing this a lot more, and I might even do a little bit of redesigning on some of these existing buildings to match the tone, mainly with the blue concrete. None of the rest of this is gonna change, but you get the idea. So, happy with the build. Let's head on inside and take a look at this. We've got a floor. The walls are pretty bad. I've not finished them yet. I've run out of materials and I've run out of time. And I want to show you the most important thing about today's video, and that is a demonstration, a full demonstration of the power of the Infestation Farm. I'm at 157 levels right now. I've tested this a few times. I wanted to show the folks on stream how this worked as well. But what I'm going to do right now is something I would normally not do on purpose. And it's going to be great fun for you guys. You're going to love watching it. It's going to be quite painful for me, though. Here we go. I'm going to fly up into the air. Who knows how far? I don't know. We'll just see how far my rockets take me. All right, we're 700 blocks in the air, and I'm gonna break the parachute. Oh boy, I slept in that bed, right? Oh, I sure hope so. Ugh. Ouch. Pain. We're good. Let's head into the Infestation Farm, and I want to show you how quickly we go from 0 levels up to 30, because 30 is the typical level that you're trying to reach when you're trying to enchant things for the first time in a world. Repairing gear is insanely fast. I will show you that second, but I'm going to let this run for 3 minutes because that's how long the Infestation Potion lasts. And here we go. From 0 to 30 in 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful. There's all the silverfish. Look at this. Absolutely insane. Level 30, 20 seconds. Less than 20 seconds to get to level 30. And it's still going. It's not going to slow down. We're at 30 seconds right now. And I'll tell you here in just a second when we get to a minute. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 51. We're going to call it 52. It was almost there. 52 levels in 60 seconds. And now I'm going to sit here for a little bit longer and just enjoy the sound of silverfish getting smashed behind me because they're so annoying. This is the perfect use for them. There's no better use. I'm going to sit here for 3 minutes. Hang tight. And that's it. The silverfish have stopped falling from the sky, and I have 84 levels to my name. From 0 to 84 with 1 potion in 3 minutes. I mean, I loved my gold farm, but it was nowhere near as fast as this. Check this out. All of these things, except for the bow, have mending on them. You should not have mending on your bow, in case you were wondering. And don't blink, because if you blink, you might miss it. Here we go. And mind you, I'm not going to cut these clips at all. I'm just going to let it run. There we go. We're done. Now, I don't know that these silverfish are going to go away on their own. This is a good test. Maybe I leave the area and double check. That should be far enough. And just look at this. Look at the faraway view. Look at that beautiful gradient on that building. Oh, I love it so much. I hope you do too. I just absolutely love trying out new build styles, and we're going to be doing more of this on Building with BluJay. If you haven't seen that series, go check it out. Episode 2 should be out here very soon. And yes, the silverfish all despawned. They're all gone. And if I wanted to put a hopper collection system under here, this could also double as a passive resin farm. It's not going to produce very much because it's not meant for that purpose, but every once in a while, there'll be some resin on that piston up there that'll get dropped down into the chamber. But I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave me a comment if you're going to build this in your world. And hey, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.